What up?
Hey.
You hear me better?
No, I had two things. I had two things open.
So you don't can't drop me. My internet good now, right? You hear me good?
It's better. I wanna call it good. It's better. Mhm.
Jovian. Yes.
Yes. You knew it, man. That's
I was in tripe and it's all between my teeth.
yeah.
Ew. Yeah.
Why is it yuck? Huh? Why so yuck about it?
I don't really like tripe
What you don't like about tripe?
because it's the stick in your teeth.
Mm.
You just feel like you eating clothes. Yeah. It
Yeah.
feels
So
like
I like it though. It tastes good. Again, it doesn't really have a taste though. Like it's
it
strangely
tastes
enough.
like eating like you eating a what do you call it? Like a washer.
That's BAFTA will though, than a tripe. Tripe is like the wrong one.
Ew, even worse. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Um, so how was your week?
Oh my god, it was so long and so tiring. No, so short and so tiring. It was long, but it was short because it went by quickly, but it was long. Like
And make up your mind. What is it? It was long, it was short, it was
it was long and it was short at the same time. It was short, but it was long.
what's up with the rap head wrap? You channeling your jail? Your inner jail?
I'm a conscious and polite sister.
Shut up. You conscious and polite? What conscious and polite you?
I'm not polite.
You playing pat polite. You
I'm
polite?
not polite.
You pat polite?
If they say you look for somebody that polite, you wanna go and look for me?
No.
You wanna go look for me? I wouldn't go look for you, but I would go look for me.
You trying to throw shade because I said
I would go and look for me. I'm very
you
polite.
you think I'm rude. How am I rude? Like every time you
I
introduce
didn't
me
say
to
you
people,
rude. I said that if they send me and look for somebody that's polite, I would go look for you.
wait,
That's a different
another
thing.
in another conversation you said in a message, please don't be rude. Like you remember when you're introducing me to some people? Like why would you think that I am going to be rude? Why would that be like something that you would preempt? Dun, dun,
Sometimes
dun.
you can be rude.
Rude to people?
Not rude, but like I think you're very passionate, and sometimes it does come across as being rude.
Wow.
No, it's not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think you're a bad person.
It's gone from rude to bad person.
No, but you look so pensive. So I'm like, relax. It's not that deep. It's not that deep.
I don't give a shit if you think I'm rude.
You see? Like if you tell that to some people, they might just laugh, but like so other people might get offended, or other people might be like, "Oh my god, I was just talking to the girl and she started talking about, oh, she don't give a shit." And it's like, I don't know, yeah. So like, I feel like if you know what to expect, then it's like, oh. But if you don't, then it can come across. But
Like when I'm meeting
but,
somebody.
but you have you intelligent enough to know when to like.
So why say it then? Why say it though?
Because I just want to make sure, because I check in like those people is my bonja, and if you go and tell them anything, I will choke you. Not literally, but
What do
figuratively.
you anticipate that I could tell them that would make them feel that?
Like if let's say, because you like to be super organized and stuff like that and do things in a particular way, and if you ask somebody for something and they send you like caution, you might just tell them like, what caution is that? And so so for that not to happen, like because you like things done a particular way, right?
I'm very
And
set.
you're very professional when it comes to like your like work related stuff. So then like if you tell somebody I want A, B, C, and D, and they give you A, B, C, and F, you might say what the F to avoid that.
So
I was like,
like I don't know if you familiar, but in journalism, some companies they pay for a fact checker. Like New York Times does it.
mm-hmm.
Do that where they have a fact checker on staff that fact checks it goes out. DJ Kubuli. So a lot of schools are implementing as part of your journalism course, and you can opt to take it if that's what you want to go into or not.
Mm-hmm.
With two of my classes that I did this semester, two of my courses, it was a collaboration with the fact checking course, because so we would provide the content.
Where is this story going?
Where is
this story going?
Wait, let me tell you. Wait, so I got this fact check. We're supposed to upload all our transcript on Google Drive, and they're gonna highlight, and they make comments on it. They follow up with the people that you interviewed to make sure that what they say, what you have on there is actually what they said. Everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, one of my was on black hair. So I got this fact checker who is obviously not black, because they're not people in doing course. I mean, there are a few of them, not a lot. So I get this white fact checker to fact check my stuff, and she you know what? So she I mean, I love her. She I think she was doing her job, right? But she started asking questions like, what is a relaxer? Or isn't a relaxer and a perm a perm?
Oh my god. You know what? I don't want to sidetrack you, but a friend of mine had asked me once, and it was totally innocent, had asked me, and I told you that, and you was like, oh, she knew what I mean. But some people don't know. Some people don't know those things. Some people don't like leave around like black people. She had asked me like, because like my hair was relaxed at the time, and Evie had natural hair, and she asked me if I don't want to say it, but she asked me if as you grow up your hair does get straight. Police. Like if your hair starts off like that, and as you grow up it does get straight, and I was like, and I hope what?
Well,
but
so,
like
so
she completely knew that, like she completely like knew that like what she was asking was probably maybe not making sense, but I guess she probably, because at that point everybody that was like, you know, like circle who were black had relaxer, right? So then like if all young children you see have curly hair and then older people have like straight hair. So you had to straighten as you grow.
Okay.
I was like, no, like, yeah, but yeah,
Yeah. So
that was like maybe around like 2010 thereabout, like 2011 thereabout. So that is a
well,
while back.
she didn't know. Like she I no. She didn't know, but she was still trying to have an
But
argument.
I still understand. I still understand what is, cause like white people just call perm, like when they put this thing in their head that does make it curly, right?
So that is
like,
what arguing with
exactly. So and then we just call
Yeah.
relax and perm the same thing. So it's maybe us that confusing. Maybe
I think
but
it's a
maybe us that confusing because we just call relaxer perm. But I think perm is a different thing, you know. But we just call everything like how we just call all toothpaste Colgate. Like I just be shopping online and I type in Colgate and I see why not see the one I want no, but it's Colgate you're looking for. So it's like I was like probably like last years old when I find out that steel wool is called Scorers. Like I was searching for steel wool and I did not find it still. I had to type in Google. When I type iron metal thing, people just used to scrub pot.
Yeah.
Like so it's like probably we just calling it the wrong.
What?
I think okay, yeah, we're probably calling it the wrong thing. Because another thing she was asking me about was she wasn't asking me, she was trying to correct, right? Now I can understand if you correct in writing, but if you correct in audio, for example, if my source says Dax Vaseline, no, it's supposed to be Dax Petroleum Jelly. But the person says Dax Vaseline. Just like me, I could say I gotta brush my teeth with. I gotta brush my pass the Colgate for me, right? And my recording says pass the Colgate for me, but I actually mean pass the toothpaste. But the other person really referring back actually knows that it's toothpaste that you're referring to. Like we know in our culture, we know. Now, how does one correct so that everybody else is included in the conversation? It's like you constantly have to put things into context so that the majority understands. But at the same time, I keep saying to her,
it dilutes the story, right? It dilutes the story and it loses I think it loses the authenticity and the, you know, like
but she wasn't getting it. Like she kept on, and then eventually I was like, it's a black thing. I just went, and I think when I said it's a black thing, it was like, okay, all right, sorry, because now, like, how I guess, sorry to my white friends and white people, I guess like white people who are like your friends, like, is like they now skipping around eggshells because they get scared when you like bring up the whole black thing. It's like, oh my god, like I hope I'm not racist. I hope what I just said was not.
I don't think that's the case. So I feel like people who like genuinely like not racist, they don't have to be walking on eggshells.
No, like we think that, but they might be actually feeling like they're walking on eggshells because to some extent, especially if it's not really like your friend, like let's say colleague, or it's somebody that you know at school, but they're not really like
laughing there. I just see Akina laughing.
Akina laughing and Wilma left Dominica on the last day of school. Like Wilma, who does?
Oh, she was in Dominica all the time. Like for COVID pandemic?
living it up. Live it. You should have seen her picture on schools and
I
everything.
did see a picture.
You know those Americans. Those Americans, they traveling during COVID like it's nothing. You know, they just hop on a plane.
I just say every day.
PCR.
I just say every day that Caribbean people moving different there. I so jaloux. I jaloux. Yeah.
What you jolly?
Because we in like lockdown and all kind of thing like that, and I seen Caribbean people moving like it don't even have COVID. Like Wilma says she ugly crying. You don't find Caribbean people moving like it don't have COVID? I find them moving like it don't have COVID. I don't understand.
I mean, I don't think so. I just think honestly,
You don't
I
think
think
so? You bias. It was a business transaction travel. That's what she said. That's what everybody that travels say. Yeah. I traveled down to buy some plastic bread. So it's a business transaction. I wanted to eat some soup.
no butterflap.
So,
She came down to buy butterflap.
yeah. She said, no, man, we're moving like it have COVID. I do find that. I do find that. How much party, how much baby shower I see, how much this, how much get together, how much lime I see, how much boat cruise I there, boy. Caribbean people moving like it have COVID, boy. Well, it's one set, eh? It's
Live in places like Dominica where there's like no cases, or the cases that are there.
I think Dominica did very well though. I was very impressed, man.
So why would you move around like it have COVID when it don't have? It really don't have. Like the only cases that are there are the cases that are reported, at least that we know of.
I need some seawater, the real kind. Yeah, going to Caribbean for seawater and calling it business transaction. Wow. Wow.
Wilma, the joys of being on airplane and being able to text and still get on. Gone are the days when you had to go in airplane mode and you couldn't communicate with anybody until you reach. Wilma still in transit, you know, back to. Oh,
that's crazy. Yeah. Time is moving. Hey, the other day she was telling me that that he was searching for some things, and they recommended an album from 2000 and it was in old school category, and then he realized that like 2000 was 20 years ago. Oh my god, bruh, time is moving, fam. We getting old, fam. Like
you old? I'm 24. What you talking about?
24 is joke.
That's your business. That's your business if you want to get old. I'm 24.
You all in your face and head in your waist. Show me how you're young. You say you're young. Show me how you're young. All in your face and head in your waist.
Sing that.
You all in your face and head in your waist. Show me how you're young. Dominica definitely do have COVID. Last weekend I had a big opening of a bar. But you see, there's no place like I tell you.
Dominica,
look, Raj put all them people business outside. That life full of snitches, boys. That life is just crazy.
Dominica is
who say they come for seawater? Who say it had? Yeah. Well, at least I think it's very impressive that not at least, but I think it's very impressive that that.
Hi, Delma. Delma, what is
it
in Antigua? It would be interesting to know. What is it like in Antigua for like COVID? I know St. Lucia was very much like Dominica until they started getting like so many cases. So now
Jamaica had it bad. Jamaica had it bad, boy. That was Yeah.
And Trinidad is still shut down, like still shut down. Like to leave, you have to get like a special document.
Tell
You have
us
to-
you run. Go run.
But I want to shout
One
out.
thing our sense of humor will take us through anything, boy.
Why?
I swear. Because
Okay.
everybody's just talking about like the most sort of like grave things and they laughing. Like, what you will do now if you can't laugh is crying,
That Caribbean people have a special type of resilience. I think it's like a special.
in the same sea water that we come down for. That's what
That's what's going by. Yes.
she come and fill her cup of resilience for her to go back in the fray.
It's not cool. It shouldn't be cool she's going to. We are getting, hopefully the cases has gone down. Okay, yeah. The government in Dominica did good. Not the government, not the Ministry of Health in Dominica did a fantastic job. Like I see like how much people be messaging me and asking me, how can I get to Dominica? Because everybody's like, they wanna just leave.
Why do people want to do that though? Why I don't understand that kind of thing of people saying, "Oh, let me go and look for the places that don't have COVID and go there." Like, stay where you are, please. Like, why stay where you are? Because when you move around is how you spreading it.
But remember,
and most of these countries there, like places like Dominica and stuff like that, like yeah, like you're gonna if cases start rising in places like that, it's going to put a strain on the healthcare system. So like, stay where you are, fam.
In as much as true, I think it's a different type of tourism now because COVID is probably going to be here forever. And if you feel like you can be in another country where you're safe, and especially if it's Dominica, at the end of the day, Dominica is a small country. You know how much Dominica has been battling to be a tourist destination? Like, we have seriously battled to be a tourist destination. And this is an opportunity for Dominica. That's all. Come through, make sure you have money in your pocket. So if you have to get a COVID test, you can pay for your COVID test. If you have to quarantine, you can pay for your quarantine. If you have to go through this, that, and the other, you can go for it. And when you're done, it's money in the country pocket. You go out, you find a place for you to live. Somebody who's been struggling, somebody's hotel or resort or small apartment, because if they feel that they've been struggling, which they have been struggling for the last couple of months. Plus, even before that, you take a guai. If they couldn't get a little slack and have somebody come and stay in their place, work from home. I mean, who wouldn't want to work from home? Don't get like a paradise.
You know what they're doing here now? They're doing this sort of like things in the certain hotels, doing this thing where they providing like spaces for people to come and work, and then but like it's like socially distanced. And you can work from like early in the morning to like late in the night, and then like be in like a nice hotel, but like so like kind of like a day pass for like a hotel.
So you see, countries doing it for themselves. So why can't like Dominica do it? I think it's like the fact I would have hoped that that whole working nature program that they just launched, I think it's a really good initiative. I think probably it's the best thing that the Ministry of Tourism has probably ever thought of as it relates to tourism and tourism promotion in Dominica. That's just my opinion.
That's my opinion.
I think that is
you know what that name is from? You know that's from The Real Housewives. It's my opinion.
Oh yeah, they have a meme about that.
Yes, I think it was Beverly or one of them that say it's my opinion in the reunion. Yeah. Anyways, continue. Sorry, I have a bunch of memes in my head.
Rajiv is saying, anyways, get all your vaccine. Fest and Carnival have to happen. Rajiv, I hope you got your vaccine. Have you gotten your vaccine? Like, I know like a lot of places, I know like me, like for example, they have probably been slow in terms of getting everybody their vaccine because of limited quantities. I know Canada is the same. They have like a a hierarchy, a hierarchy thing. Well, in the sense of if you're older,
Yes, actually doing very well though. I think they're leading in the European Economic Area. Well, they're not part of the European Economic area no more, but like in that whole space, I think they're leading in terms of like the rate of vaccinations. So hopefully it reaches soon.
yeah, and you get your vaccine soon.
And I can be a jet setter.
So now you've had your I've had my reservations about vaccines, and you have given me some quas.
But you still don't get vaccinated.
No.
So you also get COVID, then you get the vaccine, basically.
Well, I'll tell you.
Me, I'm gonna tell you.
I'm not saying that I will not get it. I'm not saying.
But I'm not saying that I will get it.
But I'm not saying that I will. I'm
Wow.
looking for statistics.
You're looking for people to die around you, and then you say, "No, well, I not getting it." So what do you look?
My immune system is as a rock. My immune system is solid as a rock. You know the last time I got a cold, like a women nose and thing, when Junior Gong played at Fest in Dominica. What year was that?
Somebody is live.
Serious. I'm serious.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
That is the last time I got a cold in my nose. No joke.
Look at that. Look at your nose getting long. Oh my God, you was live. When Junior Gong, I remember when Junior Gong, wow.
Because I had like really, really high fever and I've gotten really, really sick. I mean, I've gotten the stomach flu, you know, like the 24-hour bug, which I get that in Canada all the time. But to get like the flu where I have cold in my nose and I coughing and spitting cold and whatever, I don't get that. I doesn't even use
Iron Man. Okay.
When I lose my voice, is usually because I'm talking for too long or I drink too much rum the night before, which is why I stopped drinking alcohol. So because I realized that my voice is
okay, Iron Man. Iron like a lion.
Iron like a lion. Don't hate. Hello, listen to your sister. She don't do all the years of science to argue with her. Let's have business.
I stop arguing with her. I already say my 2 cents and my 6 cents and my 10 cents. So I rest my case and time will tell.
Jovian adding to your thing, Jovian say let her depend on her nonsense.
Time will tell, tato. Time will tell. Tato. I hope I don't have to say I told you so.
No, you will not. I'm not saying I will not get it though. I'm not.
I'm not saying I would not get it, but I'm not saying I will get it. Well, as soon as it reach me, I take it easy. Because yeah.
And what if it make you sterile? Or what if like your kids start like, or I mean, if you make children, so like have autistic children, like all of these things I think about. It's like,
but I don't understand this sort of. I don't want to have this conversation again because I just get heated.
I feel you need to have this conversation because you're like a high sin.
No. I'm not doing it. I'm not, because I get very sort of worked up and I just leave it alone. Time will tell. Time will tell. I don't understand how like people that bring their children to get immunized all the time, like to get vaccines, and their children get sick, their children get whatever.
As much as I agree with you, but that remember a lot of these vaccines were created so long ago that there's actually statistics. These are the cases of children that develop serious allergies. These are the types of allergies that you can expect to to get. Those vans take any liability. Like, why? Like that that is just one flag. Like if you so
Yeah, but that's business in general. In general, that's just business. People have to make money at the end of the day.
Medical business where they're trying to make money on people. That's exactly what I'm saying. This whole freaking COVID thing is
okay, baby. Okay, my child.
Like it just seems like another money making thing for me. I mean, granted, like I'm not completely like I wouldn't walk around like some of these people that say, "Oh, COVID is a myth." I'll not walk around without a mask or whatever. I'll protect myself. I'll protect my kids. I'll do what I need to say. But these extremes where it just seems like, you know, after Joe Biden won election, boom, we have a cure. We have vaccines. You know, like it just seems very strategic and very like there's an ulterior motive, and these companies are going to make all these billions of dollars. I know you can't talk because you're a Gates scholar. You know, you're number one. You probably number Bill Gates number one fan. But
Uncle Gates, they talk about Uncle Gates.
You see? But you're a Gates scholar, so you can't talk about Uncle Gates.
Leave my power alone, eh?
But I can't, because at the end of the day, I feel like it is my responsibility as a journalist to tell people, to give people both sides.
It's for him to kill your life.
You choose.
You just see the life just cut off. Bam.
I know it. Microsoft saying,
and I whoop. Gone.
Yeah. But you get my point. You get my point. You're just trying to.
I didn't tell you the time me and my friend we were driving to go. We were driving in the UK to. It was a 4-hour drive and a far place we were going, and we were going well, and we were nothing. We were following the map. Everything was going good. And then we start talking about God, if God is real, blah, 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 because he grew up super religious, and, you know, we grew up religious too, and so on. And we were talking about, oh, if God is real, we lose. We end up by a lake. When we reached by the lake, we said, but that's not the lake we were supposed to get to. We were supposed to get to another lake. And the man tell us, we all about a whole hour, of course. I said, let's just change the conversation, please. So start talking about Bill Gates and see all your life until you do right by me.
Yeah. Mess. Y'all a mess. Hi, Joanna.
Also, you in his algorithm, he already done pick it up and say, oh, jail. So what's the conclusion? God on what?
My job.
Rajiv wants to go down that road.
That is or not. Rajiv not easy. I mean, we believe in God. It's just
just leave God where he be. Leave Shelly. Just leave God where he is, right? You got me there.
Rajiv, what are your views? Rajiv, you want to come on with us and discuss it? Rajiv, it seems like he wants to come on and discuss whether God is or not.
There was a debate the other day on Shade Room about this girl that make this video. Let's say about, if you're in a building and you don't question, you don't ask for who the builder was. The existence of the building is proof that there was a builder. So why do you ask if there was a creator? And then somebody say, well, if you use this logic, who created the creator? And it's just the road just go down, and then everybody under it like the super religious one saying, you should question that. Somebody said, but that doesn't make sense. If you agree with that logic, that existence of a builder means that you have existence of a building means that you have a builder. Existence of a existence of yourself means that you have a creator. So who created? Just stop there. That's just one of those things that you just end up going in a circular argument.
There is a saying that scientists don't believe in God. Is that true?
That is not true. That is many of my friends that are excellent scientists are some of the most religious people that I know.
So how do you prove that there is God as a scientist?
That's not my job. That's not my field of study. I'm sorry. What? That's not my expertise. Next question, please. Next caller.
Oh, Jovian say all you don't know who are you praying to. Who we praying to?
Oh my God, Jovian take the mantle from Jovian. Mind me, I don't have no lightning to go and strike me inside this house there. Just leave me alone. Leave God out of all your business.
Very true. Let's leave that alone. Next.
Where God be resting himself on a Friday evening. Just leave the man alone. Remember the them days when where used to I say man, I just forget that I don't life.
Man, because he's so that's
I mean, because we just talk on like WhatsApp so much, like that. I forget that like this thing is being recorded. I was like, remember when man
used to?
I remember like who is man? Well, remember when man used to call when people used to call in radio and request song. I just had this thought go through my head, and you used to wait for them to play a song. You remember that? I remember once we had to go by Leah them and we was doing that. We was calling in Voice of Life or one of those
to call and wanted to request.
Call and request song. When they play us, we so primitive. We like fossil fuels. Not fossils. I mean fossil fuels. We like fossils. Like we're so primitive. Papa, man. Man used to have to call a radio station to hear their song play. And now you can just go on Spotify and just like.
So
if you think if we tell that to like Giovanni, they'll just laugh.
What we were by earlier and we requested Stomp, but we almost tear down the house.
Bruh.
Why man Stomp we Oh gosh, I'm hot.
I had do something very bad that I probably don't like request saying on the live, but I don't think I've shared that with you all before in the past, and I don't think that Daddy would be upset with me sharing that now, because he would have obviously have heard it from beyond. But Daddy used to call the radio often, like all the time. Mom used to be in work and she say, "Oh, somebody tell her that, oh, AJ, she hear AJ on the radio. He used to be calling the radio station all the time."
But it's not he that used to call all the time. DBS actually used to call him because they used to want to get news on what was going on. And when they used to talk nonsense, he used to call and correct them.
But let me tell you the story. That's not the real story. The real story is that when I started teaching, I was in charge of the telephone bill. And I cheap. So what happened is I changed the number. I changed the number and I tell him the phone disconnect.
Connected, I remember.
Because I
used to have to volation. Mom used to tell me when to call. Don't call you when your father, because he might think he can't know that the phone is connected.
I was so cheap because I was like, only thing I want, because the phone and the internet was together. So I was like, the only thing I want to pay is the internet fee. So yeah, that was terrible of me, but oh well.
You still cheap. You have not cheap one bit.
No, I have not. I sure am. No, the little girl, I said,
You
I
know,
sure did.
I told a friend of mine, I was telling a friend of mine, you cheap, you have not met Jorel. Jorel's entire closet fits in one suitcase. And she's like, you're lying.
That is a fact. That is
I was
true.
like, her entire
I am
closet.
not cheap. I'm economical.
You cheap!
Yeah.
You cheap!
No, I'm not about that life. I'm not about that life of
Tell
wearing
me
one
person.
clothes one time and you can't wear your clothes again. What? I wear my clothes today, tomorrow, the day after, the day after, the day after, the day after, then the day after, then the day. What? I have clothes.
No, you full of shit.
I
And
have
why-
clothes that I wear on a daily basis from since probably 2009.
I know, 'cause your dress you wore for graduation. You wore for
What?
graduation.
And I'm going to wear it over and over again because it's my clothes. I don't understand this age of social media. People wearing one clothes one time, and if they take a picture in the clothes, they can't wear it again. What? No. Oh. I know about that life.
So is it true though? Like your clothes really? I mean, I know it's
Yeah,
true.
yeah, you know that is a fact. It does.
And when you were moving, your entire apartment could fit in one corner.
I also like to move like I also like to like I don't like comments because I don't know. You know how mommy you was? I'm like that. Mommy I like to throw things and don't like and like to like burn things and stuff like that. I don't like
burn things in
I
London.
don't like a lot of things around.
Where do you go and burn things?
I don't burn things now. I just don't have things. Tonight there just before you call me, because last week I was off and there's a shelf in the house as an open shelf. Exactly, acting a minimalist. There's a shelf in the house as an open shelf, and I don't like it because you can see the things. So I cleared it out. I cleared it out last weekend, and tonight I saying, but as though when I did it, it looked clear. But now that I look at it, it looked like I could clear it a little bit more. And Bishi tell me, boy, you're gonna go back there and that again. But it's so nice when you don't have a lot of things around and you just I don't know. That's just me though. Everybody have what they like. Yeah. But
So
where we reach on that conversation now? Oh, we reach there now. Not the radio we were talking about.
yeah, we're talking about.
I wish I could call Voice of Life now, boy. And request it.
What would you
I
request?
just feel like,
What would you request?
Voice of Life had a song they had like to play over and over and over again. What song was that now? There was a song that they had like to play over and over again. I've come. I can't sing. Gone too far from where I started from. Nobody told me the road would be easy, and I don't believe it is far to be
that.
Never said there would be trials. Yeah, that song. That I would request. What's the name of that song?
Probably somebody can help us on the line.
Maybe. Is that a
No, you can Google it,
Mary, I don't know.
You can Google it. You know, we got Google and you can
Or
play
you
it
can
on
just sing it in Shazam and Shazam can tell you what song.
exactly. Or you can put it on Spotify. Boop bap beep.
Man, you used to have to, and when you used to like have to have your CDs, like if you go in, I can give up.
You remember when I got the Usher CD?
Mary, you see, I was gonna say Mary, but I was like, ugh, I was close. Delma get it. Delma has won the song challenge. To Delma, we're giving you a beautiful flask. Come on down.
You see, all you think I'm crazy? She not crazy. This one. What is it? Arrow.
It's those YouTubers that just be like and subscribe, and their hands always going in all different. I'm like, so long you're doing that, you don't know where the thing is.
You don't know, like you go like and
You know,
subscribe.
I would put a sticker in front of me to show like where I have to point. If there said she wants a flash, bruh, look there, tell my control is for me. You want a flash, Dana? Come on. Yeah, what I was gonna say, man used to have CDs. Like if you're going out and you're driving and you're going somewhere and you have your whole case of CDs and stuff. And if you miss a CD that you really like, boy, you just can't listen to this song because you forgot the CD. Wow, we are really fossils.
You know, we have like a big case of CDs still, and Jovian refused.
No, don't put it on Jovian. Oh, both of you. Like
Jovian refuses to get rid of it.
For what?
I threw out all my DVDs. All my DVDs, I threw them out. You remember I used to collect DVDs? Like I had DVD galore. Like that album movie that come out.
You had a lot of CDs too. You had a lot of CDs. You had a lot of magazines.
I loved magazines. I used to subscribe to Ebony.
Ebony magazine, yeah. That was the first kind of magazines that I used to like look at. Yeah, you had a lot of music things growing up. Because I remember when you had your CD player and you didn't want me to listen to your CD player. Remember that? Yeah. And you had Usher, he likes it my way. And you used to be playing it in your room and you used to lock your door. And I can't come inside, and you used to make Oral come inside. You didn't used to make me come inside. So then when you used to watch BET, I would tell mommy. That was my payback.
Wow.
Because you didn't used to make me play in your CD player. And
everything you touch.
That is not true. You were just greedy.
You had hook in your hand. Everything you touch, drop it.
No, you were just greedy, that's all.
So why used to give it to Oral?
Because you and Oral were closer in age. So you all used to like.
No, you and Oral
Stop. This is opening old wounds. I can't. I don't want to go down that road. Childhood trauma. Next topic.
Whatever. My favorite CD though was Miss Education of Lauryn Hill. I played that a lot. Mommy used to sing it too. She knew it.
Hey, look, Teacher Mama. Oh my God.
Hi, Teacher Mama.
Teacher Mama. Oh. Memories.
You remember when?
I remember when Teacher Mama had put thing under our seat in youth service. They had put snacks under the seats and they'd tell us go down thinking like, the days. We're really primitive, Shelly. Oh my God.
Anyways. Primitive, I'm not. I was gonna tell you, I remember when we used to watch BET. We could watch BET at some point as long as Daddy wasn't there.
No.
And I remember when D'Angelo, remember when D'Angelo used to come on? How does it feel? Where Mommy used to be. She used to like this, trying to watch.
No, that's not true. You all can watch BET. That is lie. You're going to watch no BET. That's lie.
No.
Me telling Mommy y'all watch BET was my way of getting back at y'all. So
that was when BET was initially like when it was earlier club, but eventually she got over it because she knew Macy Gray.
But the thing I was saying the other day, remember when they used to tell us in church? Remember when some people used to say in church? Well, not in church in general, but some Christians used to say, "Oh, this internet thing is thing of the devil." And this Facebook thing that everybody going on, this is things of the world. And then I get a request to join service on Facebook. I'm like, get away. I thought this was of the world.
shit!
Some people used to say that. Remember, some people used to say that. Some people used to say, "Oh, those things is thing of the world."
Mhm. I remember.
Bruh.
I remember getting drinking a beer.
You remember what?
When he used to get in trouble for drinking a beer, and now I see all Christians drinking beer.
Okay, this is not a drag Christian life. Okay, leave Christians out of this.
You not open it. You not open the can of worms.
I guess times change. Like people realize, but you are one of the first persons I know on Facebook. You probably like the granny of Facebook.
You know.
Why you didn't buy shares or something?
Let me tell you, honestly, when I got on Facebook, no friends were on Facebook.
No, you were like
Like,
the first, like years before I even joined Facebook. You used to send me this thing about Facebook, and I can remember the emails coming and stuff like that. You were always up to the time, man.
I had done a course, and
Bye bye,
like a
Tisha
college.
Baba. He's saying it to go.
Bye, Tisha Baba. I'd done a course, and they had actually, I guess it was it was actually still a college app, like college students use. So they'd introduced it to me that way, and I was like, oh, let me try this out. And I remember, like, I was still on High Five, and I was like, oh, Facebook.
High five.
All my girlfriends, yeah, y'all should join Facebook with me. It's like, and they were like, what is that Facebook thing? And a bunch of my girlfriends joined. I've been
No, that was like when Facebook had just come out from. That was long ago. I can go in my old ghetto email. You know when you have to just get those ghetto emails, JJ at my bootylicious stuff.
No, mine was spicy shells at hotmail.com. Yo, in this day and age, like, people, like, get your email right.
I wouldn't say what mine was because the mine was kind of
mini me, JJ mini me, JJ on the
my business so Stop! Oh my god,
mine was spicy shells at hotmail.
If I tell you what my first email was, I wouldn't have to live this life. It was so cringe. So cringe. People that still use that way. Like, people that still use that. Like, I don't understand.
No, what's worse is when I'm in university with people and I see their name, like, booty babe. And I'm like, why? Why is your email?
If you think of it, like, making your first email thing was like making your first, like, your Instagram handle, like, you know, like, you used to sit down and think, but what can I put, boy? Because that was linked to MSN Messenger, right?
Yes.
Like, you could use it for MSN Messenger, right? Or something like that. Yeah, I used to be like, boy, what can I put it? And your profile picture on MSN Messenger. I had a picture of Rihanna because Bo was have a big forehead. People used to think it was me. And I used to be like, They used to be like, oh, where you get that picture from? It was of her in a pool. And they used to say, hey, my girl in high scene and stuff like that. It wasn't me, but they just see the big forehead and they just assume that's me. But yeah, MSN Messenger and High Five, and boy, man, really primitive, boy. Our generation is the best too. I feel like we see everything because we got the opportunity to, like, not have, like, the internet be everything, like, so, like, all over the place when we were younger. So, like, we still used to go and bathe in sea and, like, go bush and go and pick fat pork and thing and play hopscotch and stuff like that. Things that, like, you like to do as a child. But then we got to again, like, experience, like, the first coming of age of, like, wow, that making us sound really old. But anyways, yeah, our generation, we were born in a nice sort of, like, time.
In between.
Yeah, because if we were born like the decade earlier, then our entire sort of like growing up until like we're like in our 20s would have been pre-internet. But then so that's like cool because like we can talk about like going opaque and like as Dennis say, going O2 and bathing the sea and thing and making the other day I feel for to roast a breadfruit next to the sea boy. Man used to roast breadfruit that be cooking oil and cooking butter. Glow spread.
That is what I remember Baba as the most.
The orange butter from that shit you see. After you bathe in the sea for the whole day and your fingers turn into prunes and you're hungry, but you don't want to go home because it's still next Saturday. It's still next, and you already know you're gonna get blows when you go because
stay too long.
Because
you stay in the sea too long.
Because you stay in the sea too long, or because you didn't do all your housework before you go in the sea. So you're gonna get your not blows but cautioning. Mommy was more of a cautioner. Boy, I remember one.
You never get blows. I get blows.
Because again, it goes back to the beginning of our conversation because I was the nice, polite one.
No. It was because you were the last. So I paid
it's because I was nice.
And you got away with murder.
You white kill. My dad said get away with murder. We white kill.
You owe me big time for the amount of blows I get on your behalf.
I will not be accepting this liability. I'm sorry.
You owe me big time. Shelly was very active. What do you mean by active?
That's a way of saying you were troublesome. Boy, I remember one time man was bathing in the sea and mommy just come down by O2 and she just had to watch me in the water. When you get that look, boy, and you there, all your fingers make prunes already. You there enjoying your little self, and you just
not get in trouble is if daddy was by the sea making fish pots, or if he was painting his boat or something. You just use that as an excuse. We're gonna be daddy, so we go down.
Bro, you just get that look, and you just know, boy, it's going down. It's a wrap, folks.
Yeah. Eddie. That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
Just want to remind you guys, tomorrow I will be back here, same time, place. For those of you who are, most of the people who tuned in tonight are people who are regularly. So I just want to big up, all my regular people who come on every single month for Kako Tea. I have Trey Anthony going to be in his house tomorrow, as well as for
Delma said, don't leave. Oh, we'll be back.
No, you're not coming back. Behave yourself. Put you in the side. You are not coming back. I'm the only
until you do right by me.
You owe me
everything you touch will be kung 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 kung.
I rebuke you in Jesus' name.
Until lang we say lang kabwit. Until
you see who that is the bully? I'm glad that you see who that is the bully. Everybody knows when when she started life, she say, I'm the nice one and you're the rude one. I guess everybody sees who the bully
is. Deformation. I will be suing you for deformation.
Bus driver.
Joanna say in the name of Jesus.
I rebuke you, right? Yes. It was nice, folks. Tomorrow we have 4 people from St. Vincent. They're talking about their experience as relief efforts. Say hi, Jazzy. Of course. Jazz and things. Say hi.
Aw.
Eating popcorn. What you eating? Yeah. So guys, see you guys tomorrow. I want to big up Jarrell for joining us. Ellie, look at Miss Mim. JJ Mini Me. Gmail.com. I bet you're surprised that I still remember that email. Because that's probably one of the first people to have emails too.
It's true. It's true. You were on it. You were on it.
I was always up to this. I think my problem, which later became Jazz, you have your diaper on, you're putting all your cell phone. Like what happened?
I
What kind of
can't see.
Anyways, the I think what it is was that I always wanted to have something that nobody else has. Like I always wanted to be different, so I was always looking for something to be a trendsetter. So I was always things. What can I say? But tomorrow I'll have the legendary Trey Anthony, who is I mean like producer, film director, like boss, like with how many NAAC awards? I think she has like 4 or 5 NAACP awards. She's produced for Comedy Network. She's produced for Global TV. She's produced for OWN, that is Oprah Winfrey Network. She was the first Black woman to have a television series on TV, and I remember moving to Canada and enjoying The Kink in My Hair, which used to be her. Shelly don't want to be great, bringing up that. Yeah, so she used to be like she was like the number one, and she still fairly have that, you know. She's an amazing woman, and she doesn't. I don't think she realized that. You know, I was researching, because I chew ears, my journalistic, and we have
You all have the same one?
we have the same birthday.
The same birthday?
Yes.
Oh my god! What are the odds of that? 1 in 365.
Y'all you see it? Yes, I'm glad everyone has. I'm glad everyone's seen.
Oh my god!
Yes. So she'll be on tomorrow.
I'm
And
looking
then-
forward to it. It should
Yes,
be
and if
good.
you guys have read the book, you have like 24 hours less than to read the book. Her book is really good, like really, really good. If you like, she has the audiobook. A lot of people have been purchasing the audiobook. It's on Kindle. So she'll be on tomorrow, and I'm probably thinking of doing something special for those who've read the book. They might. I haven't like confirmed that with her yet, so
You have
I'll
to give
confirm.
them a flash.
You have to give her a flask. Speaking of games, you remember how we used to like supermarket sweep?
Bruh. And they has never used to use their brain. Some people used to be taking chip thing. You just go straight
Like
for the turkey.
meat. Take those
I just go straight for the turkey. Yeah.
Nice. Gaddy salt. Why are you getting all those cans? Those things is 99 cents. It's a wrap. We're gonna get out of here now. But it was a pleasure hanging out with y'all.
11 minutes past midnight.
Is it? So go watch the movie now.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Shall
See you next time. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Drive safely. Wear your mask.
So
Social distance. We'll see you next time.
yes. Yes,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.